Bill Siegel has a new film on the boxing champion Muhammad Ali. The film focuses on that period of Ali's life when he embraced Islam. Here's a short interview with Bill.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's the line most of us remember if we heard that song. How come you didn't include that line?
Well, because it's another example of the Ali we do know. I didn't include the stolen bicycle. I didn't include what I think is the myth of him throwing the gold medal into the river. I didn't include Joe Frazier. I didn't include George Foreman except for one moment. I didn't include much of the boxing. Because if you want, you could fill a multiplex with Muhammad Ali films, and those films are down in theaters 3, 4, and 5. But for the film about Muhammad Ali outside the ring, you got to come to theater number 1 with the Trials of Muhammad Ali in it, and that's a film for the whole family. Like 42, like the film about Jackie Robinson, this is a film for the whole family. No, they got money from a Japanese publishing company, and they got Muhammad Ali to sign on, give his consent, and he would come around. And so, this was this beautiful office in Soho in New York. I'm in my mid-20s. I'm just out of grad school. I'm getting paid to immerse myself in the life of Muhammad Ali. And I'm thinking, if this is documentary film, this is what I want to do. And within a year, they blew all $6 million. The film didn't get done. Literally, the phones got unplugged, and it sank. It totally melted down. And I came back to Chicago, and I hooked up with Kartemquin Films, who are a legendary 50-year-old grassroots documentary filmmaking collective. They were on the late stages of making Hoop Dreams. They brought me in as a unpaid, volunteer editorial assistant looking at 6-hour assemblies of this incredible, what became this masterpiece. So I played a very small role in that film, but it played a very big role in my life because I learned what documentary film really is through my early experience at Kartemquin.
So did you get your hands dirty handling the cameras, or just dirty getting the written script written?
Neither. Really just immersing myself in the little engine that does world of grassroots documentary filmmaking. And a couple years after that, the same guy who I met walking across the Columbia campus who got me involved in the Ali film, the original Ali film.
What was his name?
Sam Green. He asked me if I wanted to help make a documentary about the Weather Underground with him. And so we took 6 years to make that film, and that's where I really got my hands dirty, and was the first time I had been I co-directed that film. We were in a tunnel making it together and had no idea the life it would have out in the world.
You had no experience handling a camera or anything?
I still have very little experience handling a camera. I'm chiefly a storyteller.
So you storyboard?
It's all
How do you do it?
I keep it in my head. I
So
do.
the
It
story
drives
is
people
rendered in your head.
crazy, pretty much.
What is your fascination with 1960s?
I don't know that I'm particularly fascinated with the 1960s only, but I was a child during that time, and the youngest of 3 older sisters, pardon me, I'm the 4th, the only boy, and grew up in a politically aware family. So politics was on the dinner table all the time, and there was immense societal upheaval happening daily, and fights at the dinner table between my oldest hippie sister and my parents. So I knew terribly important things were happening, but I was too young to really understand what they were. And so certainly it forged me, in a sense, stuck with me. And I think that, there's so many stories to be told that tell us so much about who we are now that emerged from that era that so far I've gone back there. I don't think I will again for the third part of the trilogy.